Hey everybody, Jeff Reinhardt here, coming to you from LS, where tonight the Pioneers looked fabulous. They beat Cocalico 42-21 in a Section 2 showdown game. Both teams came in 1-0. LS coming off the big win over Lebanon last week in their first Section 2 game. Cocalico, of course, coming off one of the biggest wins in the history of the program when they beat Mannheim Central last week, 34-28. A lot riding here tonight. First place on the line, and LS was great. First play of the game. Jordan Groff busted one, 60-some-odd something touchdown run. LS jumped up 7-0. Cocalico turns the ball over for the first of several times tonight. They had slippery fingers. LS cashed in, scored again. They went up 14-0. Cocalico hangs tough, gets a couple touchdown runs from Austin Hartman, tied it at 14. LS goes back in front, 21-14. And eventually they were up 28-14. Just before the half, Cocalico punches one in right at the horn. Austin Hartman had a little dive down in the corner to make it 28-21 at the half, so it was mighty interesting. But LS really turned up the defense in the second half, came out and really tightened the screws, put the clamps on, held Austin Hartman in check. Remember, he needed 107 yards tonight to break the school record. Not even close. We had him for about 70 yards and 2 touchdowns, which were nice, but only about 70 yards. Spencer Moser, the freshman quarterback, had a good night, had a 55-yard touchdown run, but Christian Del Rossini laid a big sack on him in the first half, knocked him out for a couple of drives. Schweitzer came in and did okay, had a scoring drive playing quarterback. Moser did come back in and play the second half. But in the second half, it was all LS. They played great, good defense. Kept Cocalico off the board in the second half. So Cocalico drops to 1-1 in the section and 2-3 overall with 5 weeks to go. If Cocalico's thinking playoffs, they got to start picking it up pronto. LS goes to 5-0. They're #1 in District 3 AAA. They're 2-0 in the section. And boy, wouldn't you know it, who comes to LS next week? Mannheim Central. The Barons are coming off a big win tonight over Cocalico to go to 1-1 in the section. Don't forget they lost to Cocalico last week. So Mannheim Central will be at LS on Friday, and that should be a ton of fun. Central's going to need a win to force a tie here. So that'll be in week 6. Wrapping it up from here, once again, final score, LS 42, Cocalico 21. Jeff Reinhardt here from Lang Sports. Talk to you soon.